from the CEO to all the staff. Shout out to Gloria, my colleague on trending issues. Wherever you are, I say big good afternoon to you. I do believe you are doing well. A very big shout out to Authentic, our sports journalist. A very big good afternoon to my boss, DJ Bonnie. A very good afternoon to Isaac. A very big good afternoon to Richie the Billionaire. A shout out to Passy and Sumaya. Wherever you guys are, I say a very big good afternoon to you all. So I have my panda seated here right in the studio. Today he's not on phone.
Yeah.
He's in person. So those of you who have been joining the conversation, you see, I always talk to GH Hauser on phone. So if you've not seen GH Hauser before, today you have the chance and the opportunity to see GH Hauser. GH.
Wofadinho.
Mahai.
Oh, ma hasubi.
Na pom to say.
Yankupo adum na oswe.
Yemi adum pa. Na what you call saying?
Na what you the asumji. Asumji even do say they go I was him na what you know they be there can say a juma sem ye koni ye banan so say they be American. Me say même si ça ne va pas ça doit aller. Enye kra was say
if so.
Ntisha ekoyi.
Me this week it was very hectic. Ekoyi to Enra when my school was shut down in the course of the day because there was in alert the alarm say there are group of terrorists to be omobombe colleges, you know.
Oh,
so that message was circulating and the system to omit media pass information was hacked. So the thing was becoming tensious. So it was becoming tensious. So no say yama and crying coffee na it's me bomb home by.
I'm a say bomb will be today.
So far the bomb will be entry. What in the message they send, you know, one can't a specific dates, but almost all move to. So now we are hanging. We are hanging like shirts on the dry line. You need time.
And I'm say Ghana for more France. Baby biano omuti enkwadi chese o so mo hwe no mo bo mo man ho ban o kanchere o mo man say o mo kusku a o mo mani nda ho na yempe casualties via from any Ghanaian and all the other citizens from other nations and French themselves
and I think said they should also pray for us here because enyebete sa because imagine say ukodi pa ba na enkre kofi ni say ubano bombatitino like you don't even see his body to pay your last respects. Very serious.
You wouldn't want that.
Okay, and now we must MP NACCGH. Na ya babu bobo ho kakra. Shout out to Aisha. Aisha Mo, you can join us on Facebook. Aisha, na your TikTok. Into base your
TikTok. Aisha.
I am sending roses new way ni be roses cross and flowers.
Yes, roses and flowers.
Cowboy hats in a to make the conversation lively. Don't forget to send in your comments on all the social media platforms, and we are going to read for you on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, and we are going to read all of them for you. So stay tuned and enjoy the conversation as we bring it to you. Do not forget that our program is sponsored by First Samuel Glass and Aluminium Service, and also we have Lineage Clinic GH, that is located in Kaswa, Accra, and Kumasi. Yabaka Kwajin Kratwaba, Nesia Ba, Yede, and Koma El Hono, Edia Bro.
Adam for Radio Paris. We inform.
So you are still with us watching Trending Issues
Adam for Radio Paris.
and Adam for Media. So GH, quickly, let us dive into the topics for today. Now the minority MPs and they want to initiate impeachment proceedings against the first gentleman of the state, who is Nana Akufo-Addo. And I would like you to take us through, and for our viewers and listeners who don't know what is happening, for them to get the knowledge of whatever is happening. What has caused the impeachment of the first gentleman of the state?
Well, I believe that the minority thinks the president has taken the rule of law in his hands, and there are certain things that the president must do, but yet the president is not doing it. For example, this issue related to this LGBTQ plus, that the president, Parliament haven't passed that bill. The president has still not signed it, and the president is claiming that someone has sent it to court, which we know, yes, is true. And because of that, until the court of Ghana say this is what we are, this is our verdict on that position, he's not ready to sign it. And recently we received even a letter in relation to that from his secretary telling Parliament to stop disturbing the president and they shouldn't be sending anything again. And because of that, and we also saw Baben, the Speaker of Parliament, equally saying, someone has also sent the ministers that have been vetted and have been appointed by the president. The Parliament will not approve them until the case at the court too has been done. So these are some of the issues that are going on, that the minority thinks the president has taken matters in his hands, and things that he's supposed to do, he's just looking down upon them. And also they also think the president has not been truthful to the people, and as a result, they want to bring the president before the Parliament and impeach him. That's what they are saying.
But looking at the whole issue, do you think, genuinely, President hasn't signed the bill yet because of that individual in question, or the issue in Nako courts?
Well, genuinely, we know it's not because of that individual who has sent it to court, but it's because of the fact Ghana may end up losing some partners. I'm saying, well, I won't say partners now, because if you are losing a partner in a deal, it's just a partner that you have, but Ghana may end up losing certain donors. Certain people have been donating money to the country, and because of that, the president is also being vigilant not to lose such people. And also power from above, that's what I think. And he doesn't want to be the face of the law, this so-called LGBT, not LGBTQ, but they say the family and whatever law that they are passing. Yeah. That's why the president is trying not to sign it. So it's not because of the person who has sent it to the court, no.
Let me ask this one. As it stands now, with what you just said, that the president don't want to lose some alliances and other things, and authority from above.
Yeah.
Do you think Ghana is a sovereign state?
I think
not on paper, but in reality.
In reality, most states are not sovereign. I mean, as long as Ghana is part of the Commonwealth, we can't claim Ghana somehow is independent, because you can't claim to be independent yet you serve a king. The king, the person who ruled you. And as a sovereign state, to take matters in your hand, you decide. You can't allow people you claim to be your partners to overshadow you. So Ghana, I think our sovereignty rests in the fact that we think we handle our elections and our affairs, yet most of our affairs are dictated by the UN, by the EU, and by certain countries. You get it? So Ghana, we are sovereign, just probably on papers, but not sovereign. Yeah.
So you are listening to Adam Fopa Media, and you are watching Adam Fopa Media Paris. You can join us in this conversation on Facebook, on YouTube, and also on TikTok. Yeah, so if you're on TikTok, make sure you send in your comments. I've seen Nana Boni, who just joined us on TikTok. GH Hausa is live.
Yeah.
Isaac Oponjumo is live. We have 5 other people. Shout out to all the 5 other people. We have Piero on live, and we have that day. That day, shout out to you wherever you are. Send in your comments now. You'll be ready at the amount. So let's do a little bit on the minority impeachment. Is it the right way to go to resolve this issue?
I think it's not the right way, because to impeach a president, according to our constitution, then the president must have gone against the constitution of the land. And per what he's doing I don't see anything that's against the Ghana constitution. You get it? So what he's doing somehow is right. It has been there, but it's just that the parliament overlooked it, and now he's using it to his advantage. That's what the parliament must know. And putting that one aside, we are in an election year. If you believe that the president has done something, we can't impeach him this few months. Of course, we can, but yet I think it won't serve the country well, because already the EC is facing certain problems. And should we impeach him now, who the vice president taking over, and the the Speaker of Parliament to his rules and other stuff, it will cause a lot of chaos. Let's focus on the election ahead of us. Forget about the impeachment. The minority themselves, they have to look at certain things that they are supposed to tackle for the people. They shouldn't be at the parliament thinking about their ego. They should be there for the people, and that's what they have failed to do. Majority of them are there for their ego. That's the minority people. And the majority too should also be fair to the people. I mean, when the Babin came out to say now, he's also not allowing the, the ministers appointed to be accepted in the parliament because someone has sent it to court. Now they came out calling out the Speaker of Parliament. I think that's one is not good. That's their selfish interest that they should put aside.
Let's touch on what you just said. The new ministers that have been appointed. Mm-hmm. We have about 8 months to elections, mm-hmm. and we now have new ministers. What is happening?
Well, I think if they are able to keep them up to date of the affairs of the countries and things that they have previously done, then it won't be an issue. And having new ministers getting to election, it's not. We've seen it in many other countries. But my personal issue with this one appointee is some of them, to me, I think, are not capable of the positions that they've given them. Because that's one problem with most African countries. You can't take someone who read literature to go and do finance. Mm-hmm. The person lacks certain qualifications to be there. You can't take someone who read, accounting to go and stand for, Minister of Energy. You get it? These are some of the mistakes that we've been doing, and this appointment that they did, you realize that certain people have been appointed because of political affiliation or the fact that they are MPs and they just want to give them some positions. But to me, it's This shouldn't have been done. The president, however, to be the Minister of Finance should have been removed and get someone who is capable to handle the position. And also the Minister of Information, they should have left it to Kojo or Pong Kroma than they reshuffling him, sending him to the Minister of State and Affairs, I think Housing. All these positions that they did is not relevant. And I think this is some of the reason why the minority think they should send the president they should impeach the president, which is not a good reason.
Logic.
Yes, not logic.
Okay.
So
This is Trending Issues, and I'm your host, Wofadinho. On Trending Issues, we discuss issues that are trending in Ghana, that have trended in Ghana over the week, and we bring it out to those in the diaspora so that they can be updated on whatever that is happening in Ghana. And if you want to sponsor this program, kindly contact us on Adam for Pi Media FM, and we are going to help you advertise whichever product that you want to advertise and sponsor the program as well. Now, let's still stay in the field of politics.
Yeah.
For so long, Ghanaians have been craving for third force. And getting to the latter part of last year, we saw billboards being mounted with masks, and it sparked a lot of conversations. People were asking, who is behind the mask? Who is behind the mask? Me, at a point in time, I thought it was even Zorro. You remember Zorro?
Yes, that's French. That's
Spanish. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, Zorro.
Zorro, yes, the one with the sword.
Yeah. What came in my mind was the Count of Montesquieu.
So, at a point in time, I thought we've gotten Zorro in Ghana, but later we found out it was Jacob Caesar Freeman, Cheddar. Now, he made known to us his political intentions, and he's on a tour, moving from regions to regions, talking to people, making his intentions known to the Ghanaian citizens. And this week he was in Kumasi, and he said that he has traveled to a lot of places, he's seen a lot of things, and once he becomes the president, he is going to bring the sea to Kumasi so that things can be moved from Kumasi to Accra to Kumasi, or Takoradi to Kumasi by the water.
Mm-hmm.
And he's made example using Dubai as well and other countries. Now, Ghanaians have said whatever they want to say. Let's look at this thing. First of all, is this thing practical? Can it be done in Ghana? Secondly, is this what Ghanaians need at this moment?
Well, it's flexible. Like, it's possible to do it. You get it? It's possible to do that one, to dredge the just like think in a form of a canal from Accra or wherever that they'll be able to get the seawater reaching Kumasi. But another thing is, I think they shouldn't be using Dubai or Qatar as an example, because for them, they have the oil money and they have leaders who are working. They are not just using the money they are not giving the money to their family, or they are not sharing it to some people, or they are not, even if they are corrupt, they are using the money for a good purpose.
There is development
in the state. But Ghana, here's the case: we are even borrowing money. We have been borrowing money, and the money that we've been borrowing, we can't even see. What we are using the money for. Just even a cathedral. Probably he thinks he's competent, but the thing is, for you to do such projects, you should also consider bridges. That will be, you see, people must move from other parts of the country to, let's say, moving from west to east. There should be bridge so that they will be able to cross the same thing that we'll be doing. So he has to consider a lot of stuff. He's definitely talking like a politician. He's now a politician. And he has realized that Kumasi people for long has been trying to conquer the sea. And they've been trying to conquer. If you read the history, that's why we even have Osei Bonsu and the other people, because of they were able to go and fight. They've been trying to get the sea. So he was just talking in a way that you win the heart of the people. Yes, it's possible to do it, but Ghana, we don't have the money. He himself, in that interview, even said the the Bank of Ghana has even less than 7 tons of gold as in our reserve. Meanwhile, those at the Anglo Gold and other people have mined more than 1,000% of what we have as our reserve. We don't have what it takes. We don't have the money. I believe that he won't use his own private money to do that project too, which is impossible. And why are you sending it to Kumasi? Again, you have to realize that, do we even have what it takes? Because when you're doing something like this, you have to look at logistics aspects. How are logistics stuff like? So let's say you are using Kumasi as a logistics hub, where they may have a hub or people will be able to, there may be big ships going there, canal moving there.
But I heard in Kumasi there is an import over there.
Import. I mean, Kumasi is a big place that you see. Kumasi, I mean, the center, it has become a center where things move from the north, come to Kumasi, and again move from Kumasi to the north.
But I see what he's saying is visible, but don't you think it would be better, should we decide to even take that tangent, to instead make our rivers well, to connect our rivers and ship things using the rivers down to dredging the sea?
Yeah, using the rivers, but I think for that one...
Yeah, you see, in Paris there is no sea.
Yes, there's no sea. They are all rivers.
Yes, they're able to connect and move all their products, all their stuff using the rivers here.
Yeah.
Don't you think that one would be more appropriate?
To me, the easiest way is to do the rails. That's the most important thing.
I'll come to the rail, but let's stick to the water.
To the rivers, I think that one it could have helped us in development, that's in terms of tourism. If you look at Côte d'Ivoire, you see their rivers, how they've done it. Yeah. It's a serious place to be. It's very nice. If you go to Angola, the same. If you go to even Nigeria, some rivers, how they've done it. We can expand our rivers, make it very nice, clean, open it, and making our rivers a gutter. They've been cementing the rivers. It's no more a river. It becomes a gutter when you cement them. So we can expand our rivers and make it in such a way that, as you are saying, we connect them with canals so that it will be able to move. We can easily move things using big ships, or let me say not even big ships. We can use medium ones to move things with ease. So he should focus on that one for now. And that money that he wants to use for that so-called thing, he should use that money to build extra bridges on the Volta Lake. Because Volta Lake, I think it's only 1 or 2 bridges. And he should also look at Salaga, getting a bigger bridge that people will be able to use to move from one place to Salaga, because they always use their pantu. People have been dying, students have been dying.
At this point, I'm tempted to ask if the leaders of Ghana really know Ghana.
I think they don't know. Just like the minister of Ashanti region, when he was asked, I think someone asked him this week about some of the developments that they've done in Kumasi. You get it? When they came in power for the last 8 years, he was not able to state anything tangible. The only thing that he said was like this Konfanoche maternity ward that they are still building. That was the only thing that he was able. They are even in progress, but he couldn't say anything serious. You get it? So they don't even know what's happening. Regional ministers don't know what's happening because they've been changing them.
Yeah. These
are some of the issues. No. And even if they are MP, they don't even know their community very well.
I feel before you even aspire to be in that position, you should have like a fair knowledge about whatever is going on in your region, like most places in your region, like you should know.
They don't know.
So these are the leaders we vote for to lead us, whilst they don't even know the regions, like the places we have in the country. How do we expect them to lead us to the promised land? We have a very long to go as Ghanaians.
It's not easy.
So don't forget, this show is sponsored by First Samuel Glass Aluminium Experts. They can be found in Ghana. So if you're living in the diaspora and you are building and you've gotten to the place where you want to do glass windows and aluminium services, please contact them on +233 247 194 522. I'll take it again. +233 247 194 522. They are going to do a wonderful job for you. And if you are having any health issue, just contact Lineage Clinic. They are located in Kaswa, Accra, and Kumasi. You can contact them on these lines, +559. That is if you are outside. +559 65 8403. +559 65 8403. That is if you're in Accra, and if you're in Kumasi, you can contact them on +559 814 438 +55 8194 438. And once you contact them, they are going to make sure they attend to your need. They do laboratory services, physiotherapy services, health screening services, scan and diagnostic services, home care services, general holistic herbal services, and so forth and so on. So kindly contact them, and they are going to help you with any health issue. If you are struggling in bed, if you are having a waist
for the bed, I think a lot of people need them, especially the guys,
Yeah, we need them. I really wish they can visit us in France, so that they can visit the Ghanaian community over here. Into Makata, so I want into Makata, so yes, so they should come, and they are going to be able to help a lot of people. Don't forget that the Talent Quest show will be coming off this September. Talent Quest show. This is the maiden edition from Arafupa Media. Do you know how to sing? Do you know how to rap?
Yeah.
Do you know how to dance? Do you know how to recite poetry? Just pick a form. And contact us on Arafupa Media. You fill the form, then everything is going to be massive. This September, we are going to turn Paris upside down. So if you can sing, if you can rap like T-Flow, rap like Strongman, make sure you pick your form, and we are going to make this summer a lovely one. Stay tuned as you go in for just a short commercial break, and we shall continue this conversation. This is your host.
I was alive 8 Ghana for Akofa a drone was Subia by I friend Gallimas herbal capsules. Na dre you didn't remember 14 and a dia na on one Juma 80 Akofa a drone was Subia by I friend Gallimas herbal capsules. Na dre you didn't remember 14 and a dia na on one Juma 80 a dosopa. Nimu did Yakutin won't be pan say and my own fieno. Just when you cry, you say kuta anti-aging component room into ma unyini sa sanso ena esanso eko enemu yade enemu yade syphilis gonorrhea prostate enlargement prostate disorders and a face sexual weakness ni nyina yade awotanom Gallimas herbal capsules ya ebeye fro e de amount de obiem so ho fento aso eno Gallimas ointment ya eno no obi a odwawia no keka no na ode afi 18 ho ena fe so honam na nya kuchiri ema unya ho to a mepachaw eno so ebe ye furu ma honam na ye fefefefefe eno da nchen so a sachemfo yareba na ye wo ana ade bia edi utiri hunya de mepacho Gallimas ointment ebe ye furu ho ni nyina free Live 8 Clinic Ghana o say apomden ho nsem hia om ye ti yade bi to so na ye hawa mepacho fabrike mu odene eko Live 8 Clinic Ghana numbers in the good screen no bomodi afa Live 8 Clinic Ghana was your number 1 health expert. Ghana for Akofa a drone was Subia by I friend Gallimas herbal capsules. Na dre you didn't remember 14 and a dia na on one Juma 80 a dosopa. Nimu did Yakutin won't be pan say and my own fieno. Just when you cry, you say kuta anti-aging component room into ma unyini sa sanso ena esanso eko enemu yade syphilis gonorrhea prostate enlargement prostate disorders and a face sexual weakness ni nyina yade awotanom Gallimas herbal capsules ya ebeye fro e de amount de obiem so ho fento aso eno Gallimas ointment ya eno no obi a odwawia no.
Okay, so you're still with us. This is Trending Issues, and we are still continuing our conversation. We have our beautiful Hajia with us. GH, how do you say welcome in Hausa?
In Hausa, we say Sandazua.
Sandazua.
Hajia Sandazua.
Sandukade. I hope I got it correct.
Oh, you did. Wonderful.
Sandukade Sandazua. Yes.
GH is actually my teacher, though.
Hey.
Hausa is my teacher. Oh, I've been learning a lot from you.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
yeah.
You've been a good student. You are learning. You are a smart student. I mean, I know.
You see that? I'm a smart student, actually.
Yeah.
Sandukere Sandezua. No, I just saw Sandezua. Yeah. GH Hausa is in the building. Quickly, let us read some comments from Facebook before we continue the whole conversation. So, from Stephanie Entry, she says, Adam for Pan Media to the world. Thank you so much. We have Odro Duncan. I have. Oh, Charlie.
What's it?
Otombando.
Those people.
Okay, so we have Ajia on the phone. Please, if you join the conversation, this is Trending Issues. We are going to continue with our conversation. Hajia.
So do you? Kazami Naminadum, Passion Namoso, Chicky work for the Machine answer is kind of some your holy mountain. You should see you.
And piano be out to
Ramadan Mubarak.
See how the Babylon so hasi into
Oh, but my free studio squad, ain't you? You're the welcome.
Oh, how you would say, we are. Why?
Yeah, memory.
Be I know about what best flex him and I'm raising him.
Yeah, sir, Frefia, Ajabon said, and Naka Cranny now with Frefia and especially so we saw WhatsApp. Now, oh, test you be so and co NCI yet see and say, a homebia and nam in Sunase. I don't know if it is true. Say a whole atochima, hence Ghanaians were suffering with internet connection. Initially, maybe this conversation, I was thinking, say it's as a result of Vodafone GH being changed from Vodafone GH to Telecel. So I was thinking, say it was that transition, because not knowing there is more to it. When you heard this news, first of all, then about you.
In the beginning, I thought that, but first of all, I'm sure it's careful because I'm not in catch it. I'm sure we the matter say Brabiano, Omoji, Brena, Omutie, Omopi, and I said we'll go on our social media platform to stream us. Before the comments and a question of the family. I mean, pass away quickly. The talent show, no, Basso this summer, and it's going to be one of the massive reality shows. I think, say, Africa and after Ghana, we are going to experience. You know, the best will be as one of the things. The only maybe I don't know. Now, you only show talent this coming summer because it's going to be a very beautiful experience. Okay. When I saw the network, I jam, I thought it's the regular network jam. Sometimes it's here, any other. So I didn't really put it as something because we try to make very money. But my mom is in Ivory Coast, and now I try calling them and then completely. It's really one of those things. But later now, you won't say, it's a man what happened so tables now.
Business what I'm shock.
And then the thing is serious. So I saw a headline from Bloomberg, and I'm a COVID story, and then it was something beyond just a country called Ghana. It wasn't. So I can say it wasn't only Ghana. I think we had countries like South Africa, Ivory Coast, Gambia, almost some African countries are experiencing. It tells you how we are in a very powerful internet generation.
Sure.
It's actually made everything to stand still in some parts of Africa. To me, it wasn't a very pleasant experience because and the day I feel yesterday, for every information, for every single thing you want to acquire in terms of knowledge, that's something connecting to do with internet.
Sure.
But if you wouldn't know how your life is miserable. And then this experience, I know a lot of Ghanaians were very miserable. And then because of internet, you don't even have Masaya from Madame Force and Nicochiano. So to me, I thought, and then when you go on Bloomberg, they were even saying that it's going to take 5 weeks. But I think that they say, Afasha saying internet, they are going about their things. There was one disappointing thing I realized about one telco working in Ghana, which is Airtel Tigo. And it's people as a normal Ghanaian, where I always say, so what is the true color of a normal Ghanaian? With the person power and the position. And then we are always blaming our politicians for such kind of things. But we turn against each other. Why am I saying this? At a point, Airtel Tigo na Jumano. Airtel still near 10 cities. People were selling it at cost of 200 Ghana cedis.
Wow.
It is very sad. It is very sad to say. We are watching after the during COVID time. Not the hand sanitizer, other than the new. Let me use this word, cookie.
Yeah.
Because and that thing, of course, network are jamming in any other thing. Airtel Tigo there, so competing with the Telcel, now Vodafone, now Telcel, and then MTN. Because this is the opportunity for them to come up with experience or network and so. People decided to use the citizens. So to me, I saw some of these things, happening. But then again, it was beyond a country called Ghana, as I said. When you say, yeah, Ghana, because not much I said you nothing. But later we realized that when you're only Ghana, and it says that submarine cables now, one Shimano. So that is my little observation about the whole incident.
Okay, GH.
Yeah, Wofadinho. But the issue no dey mete dey ba me trim say, hey, into biomia digitization should this happen? It's how will it go? Because when everything is connected and suddenly there is no internet, you realize even though this digitization hasn't reached anywhere yet, we still felt it. It is like the passport office, they felt it, GRA, and even this transport system that he has brought to, they all felt it. So digitization, when should something like this happen, it will be bad. But yes, it was actually a cable issue, but I don't know why it was only Africans, because we realized...
that was the question I was asking myself.
Yes. You realize something like that happened when those, I've forgotten their name, I don't know if it's not the Houthis, but at the Yemen border, we realized that there are some rebels fighting there with the US because of the support that US is giving to the Israelites. And there was something that happened that even Facebook, we all ended up being disconnected on Facebook because of such issue, the fact that someone went to cut the cable. The rebels said it wasn't them. And someone are now saying that the one that happened and impacted Africa is Mame Water, is a certain crab and other stuff. But to me, I think it's about time Africa realize that we have allowed ourselves, like as you said, are we sovereign? We are not sovereign because of such things. We allow some of our information to be hosted by international companies. And these international companies have power over us. We should create our own thing. Now, satellites, everybody is using the satellites. We should also be capable of using the satellite that are using depending on cable.
Do we have our own satellite?
It's only South Africa that has a satellite. Sweet. Nigeria tried sending one. Rwanda, tried last 2 years. And even Kenya, too, has also tried. But nothing, there's only South Africa that has tried several times. And even Nigeria. But Africa, we don't have. I mean, we have to try using satellite. we have to use it.
So that's why I started by asking, do you think we are sovereign? Because there are lots of things that as at now, we being a country, a sovereign state, like these are some of the things we should have. And I was asking, do our leaders even think on that tangent?
It's only Nkrumah that thought. Apart from him, the rest, they only come to follow what the masses are requesting for without looking at what will actually help the masses in the future. So, to me, a lot of stuff, they are not doing well. That one for sure.
Okay. Haja, do you have anything else to say before we move on to the next topic?
What I want to say is, this thing calls for a huge
wake up.
Flashback. I don't know, because you realize that the communique or the speech from the Ministry of Communication, apparently it was even plagiarized. You say Nigerian for communicate, and then when you go online to check some of these in some sentences, some of the has been said by the Nigerian leaders in terms of the Ministry of Communication. So it is actually quite fair. Each really actually amount for to tell them the steps we are taking from Yakubia.
And there's one AI bank
You get it? So it makes the issue start. South Africa like this, they didn't have the internet because they have the intermittent thing, because they have their own satellite. They didn't have the impact as we experienced. And then I must say, I've forgotten the name, so remember the question and those things. But people were also arguing that we have Ghanaian IT experts almost in Africa. What are we doing? There's a point where we have to invest. We can't take and then that is why I always say that this government, and I'll keep on repeating it, that they are lazy thinking. Because they are not ready. Yes, I'll keep on repeating it. They are lazy thinkers because they are not ready to even sit and conjure, bring out like cognitive ideas. The air country table is like actually pragmatic ideas, not just theory. They are also the table, so now you're the kind of they couldn't even think about something meaningful to serve the Ghanaian populace. If we continue on this tangent with the fact that we plagiarize, we are not ready to think, we are very lazy in terms of using our IQ. Maybe a day will come, this should serve as a deterrent. Because people were even saying that they are doing this to test the 7th December election. But it was not the case. It will all boils down with the fact that we need leaders who can think and make the right decisions for it.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree with you on that 100%. Now let's move on back to His Excellency, the First Gentleman of the State, Akufo-Addo. Where they are So what we've heard is that come this Monday, he's going to launch one student, one laptop project for all the SHS students. What did you say? Yeah, I know. When Honorable Banredu was alive, he initiated something like that. But Yehudia I remember vividly. I was in SHS by then. When our laptops came, Yansanka. We saw the laptop.
Some were using it.
Yeah,
even assembled in Ghana.
Yeah, I saw them, but
of course,
so
we're selling them.
His Excellency is about to launch a new set of laptop for SHS students, and we are just hoping, this time around, Hadia, what do you have to say to His Excellency Zacchaeus?
Seriously, it is a good cause, and then it is hard time. We don't make it like you going to school, you are privileged. It is our right for the school. So, to me, I think it's a good cause, and then continue and at just a little synchronization. You always see. Then you just a word of mouth. Not true, it's going to go to the Ghanaian people. We don't have to also go and pay and get it. We don't. The bright side you're looking. In the media, you look at the bright side. But on ground, because they will have to say, at that time, I think I was engaged in 2011 or so. And then you say, laptop, do the back. Laptop, you're the Ghana flag, the boys, the barrel. But that laptop, after that time. So you're going to make up your ability. And then at the point, people have to even pay and get it. So, like I said, it's going to be that for the ordinary Ghanaian, if you are submitted without you being affiliated to whoever person. It is a good thing that you have to applaud the government for it. But maybe, especially say, we need to struggle to get some of these things. As a student, all these stationaries, and the back together, most of me find myself with it, which is here. Now, you best students, let's use it for the right cause. The listen you can restrict some of the iOS name phrases. The websites say you're some companies there are some websites that you can't even visit. If they listen me out how these pieces are gonna work, send the baby out there or they call the particular website there, it's not related to studies.
Websites.
That's what I say.
Websites no best me about bidding.
For instance, Google the normal say I found it before Google. Sometimes YouTube it is good, but YouTube to me, we repeat the same page. I think it be the portal of the practical stuff. They are not going for yet. They are also on function. And then when you check our SHS average stage now, they are above YouTube kids. That YouTube kids now, it is just for kids. They are above that. It is to me, when you compare restricted YouTuber, it is that we have some educational websites there. They can like study courses there. They can install on invest, and then their website is there. You can say when students try to use their PC to go on maybe Twitter, maybe Facebook, these social media platforms, it's restricted because with our PCs you can even download these apps and then try to go there. And then their websites, they are not related to and studies. And I say it is not for research purposes. If they can restrict them on the PC, I know that we can do it. To me, I don't know much of these. Even on site, they can. Whenever they can, it should be restricted.
Yeah. Because
in this age, and earlier in. They are asked to keep some kind of strict measures ever happen.
So true.
To give the pieces for a good cause, no one really attack us to be disadvantage.
Okay. GH.
Me support the idea, but what the president wants to do is a good thing. However, to me, if it's only for those in school now, and they won't continue it with the next generation who will be coming, then it's a useless project. Because you can't give it to these people, then those who come, they won't get anything.
Or the votes, don't you think?
Yes, no, but what do you say? Ghana as a country, but what is Ghana as a country? Continuity is a problem.
It's a problem, yes.
Continuity is a problem because you need to be previous administrations, So that's the deal. There has never been a continuity.
Yeah. So if they can't continue, to me, it's a useless project. They shouldn't give it to just one group of people. That's what they can do. Like the dictionaries that Ghana at 50, they shared for us, many schools. Yeah. My school, what they did is they left it at the library. We had a lot of dictionaries, so we could all consult it. We can do it like here in France. Every academic year, we give to a number. Every school has this particular number of laptops, and also like Aja was saying, we should restrict them with their website. Now the school will have their own login access, and each student will have his own. Will use his index number to enter. When you enter, like here in France, where you can only, whenever you even open Google Chrome or Firefox, the first thing that comes is the Quacks, or I think something like that, that search engine, Quack or something. That's what they'll be using. Ghana has its own thing, and it will restrict you from certain websites. I said Ghana can have its own, and the laptops will give it to you at the end of your studies. You bring it. If you don't bring it, you pay for it.
I think, you see, it would be more appropriate if it is given to the students during the course of studies.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So that at the end you bring it, you get it. So we have first year, second year, third year. We give it to you at first year. You use it till the end, and whenever we are going home, like every break, you submit it so that we cross-check that everything is good. And everything that the student will be doing, because you used your index number to log in, we can track whatever that you are doing. Yeah. And that's what you have to do. Ghana doesn't have a centralized, let me use regions, they don't have centralized portal that students can go. Students can receive emails and other stuff. Students, before you can even go and get your transcripts, you have to go to your school and pay. But the students should be able to, no matter the school that the students will be in, move from and go, the other school should be able to easily track the student's background, whether the student was a bad student or not. We lack those things. So the laptops is a good initiative, yet if they won't continue it, they should just present it to each school, and the school will make sure that they handle it well, and the teachers should respect themselves, give it to the students. And like Aisha said, Ghanaians should not endorse the corrupt action that has been happening by going to pay for the laptop. Well, probably, brothelize it like the American way of saying corruption. That's tip. They shouldn't go and tip people. And so that they get the laptop, they should make sure that it belongs to them. They take it, is their right.
I'm just praying that the teachers wouldn't end up selling them, and even the ministers and the MPs wouldn't confiscate them and later use them for their own personal.
That's what I said. Each school knows, each that's why they also have to work with the PTA. But each PTA needs to know the number.
In Ghana, our PTA system is not that effective as compared to here.
Yeah, but the JSS level, it works. PTA in the primary schools and JSS level works.
PTA, when they go in this kind of
often is but the parents have a say. That's one thing that the parents fail to. Parents, you have the influence, because the parents should let the school know that we can invest in the school, we can produce chairs and other student parents, we can bring our money together. So you are working for us, the parents. You get it?
Funny from Yo, Adam for Media. I want France, Paris, and the D-Way Ebraying, a Talent Quest. France.
Comments from YouTube, and we shall continue with the conversation. So from Marina Gamaba, she says, it is so sad to know that with all these great minds in the country, we are not being upfront about some important things like globalization, which is now the new normal. So true. With all these minds, and still Ghana, we are not where we are. We should be. It is very sad.
You know, I used to think that Senegal was like a normal country. Ghana, we are above Senegal.
Them,
Until yesterday, I saw Senegal's railway network. I was surprised. I was like, seriously, honest, Ghana, we are back.
No, see, to be honest, it's been a long time we've looked down upon the Francophone countries.
Senegal, like,
because
they have TGV. Yeah. Oh my God.
It's been a long time we've looked down upon them. But when you go to their countries, in terms of infrastructures, in terms of development, they are way above.
They are way above.
Way above.
Upon the so-called fake history they've been giving us.
Côte d'Ivoire, Des Plateaux.
Yeah.
That place looks like Europe. That place, and I can't compare any town or any city in Ghana that can match up to that.
Ghana, the only thing that they will say is that you see Accra Mall. You see that?
You
go to those East Legon, it's only people's house. That's the only thing we can talk about.
If you've been to places, you've seen things so.
I'm telling you. Senegal.
Let's continue with our conversation. Please don't forget this program is sponsored by Lineage Clinic and also First Summer Glass Aluminium Service. Don't forget this summer we are going to have the Talent Quest. It's the first edition and it means Europe that. I say it on authority. The ones that have been happening, Miss for Miss Ghana, Miss Ghana, Miss Ghana. But say, only see a man for talent. Na kwabrani kutamai kimosu wa rapo. So this summer we are advising all of you, make sure you go to Adam Fupa media site, check out the form, buy the forms, apply, go through the audition process, and when you win, you are going to travel throughout Europe. We are going to visit some parts of Europe. There is cash price attached to it. There are amazing gifts. You get the platform to even collaborate with some of the big cats in the industry. So don't sleep on your talents. It's time for you to unleash your talents. Talent Quests, unleash your talents. So we are going to talk about the last thing, then we draw down the curtains. This week we almost lost one of our biggest artists in Ghana, Kwame Eugene. And information he had a car accident. Let me start with Hajia. Hajia, what was your first reaction? I know so what Kwame Eugene Sempa. What was your first reaction when you heard the news?
I got scared. Not because I got shocked, but I got scared. And then the only thing I see now is that it's for whatever happens, because we can't be losing people to road accidents every single time. I'm usually one of the most talented artists in Ghana. Ghana is not ready to lose it. No, not today, not tomorrow. Until me say, now me share the car. Now you can one more second. Also, I call a magazine. Since the one more, I mean,
crabs, no.
Yeah. We just have to thank God. We just have to thank God because that morning, that evening after the meeting in the morning, he was praising God in his car, saying that he's on his way to his mom, and then for this thing to happen. It is sad. And then if you check what happened there, I think it was the truck driver's fault. Which means, in the middle of a French highway with no sign and more. I think it has any. So to me, in the first was but we are not there's a community treatment, so he's responding to treatment. Now, working with other producing bandits as is the known for. It's not easy. It's not easy. A lot of people got scared. A lot of people got shocked. And some of these things, we shouldn't play with it because we've lost a lot of our big fish, to root accidents there. I think the last one I saw now, Ghanaians still remember, is Ebony Rain. To and we know how everybody was pastorizing, who was loved by many, and the likes of Salibu Chaka, Steve Williams. So I don't think we are ready to experience that kind of pain and trauma again because, to be quite honest with you, February will be now. So let's cast our mind back to remember Ebony. And at this point, I wouldn't wish the end to be not even the ordinary Ghanaian to say that somebody who has been giving us joy, happiness, whatever you like it or not. It is these people that sometimes when we feel down, when we are happy, we turn to our playlist and then listen to them to give us that sober. We will continue to pray for them and we will plead with our leaders. And not only our leaders, even the drivers on the road. Because when they come out of Tina, everybody in our state, but yet radio that brown estima. And then also cars to the Kwana, and I said, for sure, for idea, it's in the idea.
Sikado so be a good talk, Papa.
And yes, sir.
Miss O says, Caddy, and it's me, beneath me talk as a papa.
Okay. I remember that. Let me see back in the year and you buy shots and then your cost school for. I need to not know when I'm here. Your cost won't change in their own thing. It's not that kind of car needing and cardia very in one. But only the male passenger, only the car, and the subject of the answers and pass. So you're not sure of more private or kind of sooner. Hey, you need to said the fashion, and then one I feel, you can we drive them to our various routes. We find near from you, you know, can't see the crosswalk. And what's the way show I don't even know. But
triangle.
Yeah, we should show man, you do what you use because they said he was flowing on the road and then all of a sudden the truck stopped. So I'm sure they said you know not.
But do you know something?
And one thing is, they said there's no street light. There was no street light on that edge. And it's also high, and some of the times you stay with them. This light on the road, especially on a highway like this, you cannot. What do you look at the way you went? You cannot unforesee it. So yeah, so I'm going to say I'm back, and I'll be saying this in university. Not a whole stretch. There is no street light, and it's not just anywhere. So you have to say sorry, but it's not a developed place. At least our leaders can do better. The people in charge can do better.
So true. Yanko GH.
Well, I said I just kind of Yamiasi say Uncle Dane, you can say national, you can say funeral beer, and Yankupon Edin in Sa. No, it's only a kind of chi.
A geno.
Yes, Yankupon Geno. Chi, because we the Yamano a free moon. So very necessary. And Onaga so or yeah, dear. I mean, say in as much as people claim say he sings somehow so-called what genre of music they say we are singing that. I don't believe in that. I believe say he has been praising God too.
Yeah.
And we grab Buama who said Nenuma no catching and coupon say no na dumara kwa no timi to mo biato.
Wait, with this issue, I'm imagining an album coming out of this incident.
Of course, there will be. It's going to be Eugene. Obetron, you know, I'm never to cry for the Bemo Biamanatu. So we should expect that until the Yamiasi. Now, ya kind so the CDC kind of Yenshana, Yentmi, yeah, I can say better roads. Because the Ghana roads, and I don't know why, until date, Yesu and Yakoko. We use clay soil to construct our roads. It shouldn't be so. Yeah, we see a pioneer in so tall a bit me a drain no engineers. I don't know why. Well, I again understand because we at a car near Yintis can we doing in seminar. So we should try and do a proper road, and again we should drive well. But have you
ever driven in the streets of Accra?
Accra, no.
Haja, have you ever driven in the streets of Accra? If you've ever driven in the streets of Accra, and that's a commercial, you will know that most drivers are careless.
They are careless because our
road drivers, motor riders. Only a careless.
We don't have radars. We only have people standing there.
Boy, this is your life. Okay, owner will control car. You need to think about your life first. But sometimes, obit me, drive your things and the background.
Do they think? So we have excuse me to use this word, foolish people among us that they won't think. And because of their actions, it will cause you that is thinking, or it will cause you. So we need certain things that will regulate the streets.
That is a typical case of crime usually incidents because the eyewitnesses are more kind and say, trust in us or for us original, and then there's no street light on the road. Me tree back, used to some of us and lady say, or me tree back at the no. Or the rest house and cause about whom they are going to come and do the 99.
But I will be a sister and cry away. Super Mario Crank.
Uncle, but who cry open the other the 999. And I can't cut out them today. Minima a ringo of arguing because the are can't say, and I say, what's not a disaster? No girls are there. Yeah,
Ajame.
So Obuchika, which is 1,000 other, and one of them can do if you're not son of Mobana. It's like, yes, they don't do if you're son or Pia Montana, I can't tell. Especially Accra, there is this, my brother, or Accra, is my one. They say, when I'm calling show, like, William Shishu, we walk in and now they put out everything, and say that the main call. So please, hey, and calling and say, dear great out. We know that whether we like it or yes, we are all going to die. But I cannot somebody's reckless, no, and I'm beginning to consume it without my time, please.
Okay.
Please, short, because of your recklessness.
Haja, I say na embrebe man kwame me di jimi dini nyina besi. It was a year to suffer Obraye. Your last words to our viewers, our listeners.
Okay, you better at least start to tell me, okay, comment section one of na, okay, YouTube, okay, Facebook. People have been supporting us as a candidate in Paris, and we appreciate the middle masses. And then we know that we have talents also all around Europe, all around France. And so we are Ghanaian, whether you mean not even Ghanaian, but we are African, no. Know that this is the right opportunity for you and the right platform so you come in and showcase your talent to the world. When you go on our website and after you go on our posters, you don't say your post how you'll be able to get your form. You can walk into our studios, you can go onto our official website, or you can call the numbers now. We'll be more screen so at any point in time, be part of a bigger family. Let's make history together. It's the first of its kind, and then you don't want to be left out. It's in your best show, but everybody should be involved. And if you ever want to partner with us, want to sponsor, so no, our doors are open. You can call those two numbers. You come on board, and let's make history together.
Sure. Thank you so much. Yes, Gigi.
Well, yeah, but I'm done for passes. Every week, be a multi host me. So my man has a crown, I'm multi frame. And I said that it's phone now, said the so mo joining na mutie said the Jessica and talent question the but so talent is me no idea what baby yeah
oh yes your talent you win him
what talent is every day maybe and then I said my phone waje about what they say I was in Nam Beginning na the appointee she never beat me yeah that's what I say I can say BBS ya ultimate joining you on other social media platforms so Rebecca Chamse keep on supporting Adam Fupa Media. Yes, yeah, dom.
Okay, so thank you for joining us today, all our viewers, all our listeners on the app and on radio. We really appreciate you joining us today. Those who sent in their comments, Marina, Stephanie, Nana Kwame, all of you, we really appreciate for sending your comments. Don't forget that this show was sponsored by First Summer Glass and Aluminium Service and Lineage Clinic GH. Don't forget, Talent Quest is coming up this summer. Make sure you grab your forms, fill it, participate, and make sure we make this summer a memorable one. This is your host, Wofadinho, and I leave you with Kwabena Buo. Ose osodaye na one obabi eshe idwaye.
Funny from Yo, Adam for Media. I was France, Paris, and the D-Way Ebrayan, a talent quest. Prochima winner, France, Ahinkro, Paris, Adam for Media. Was she saying? So, wow, you'll be a winning and you topa.
So we nim Kasahari.
So, we nim a and Passiri a ye.
Na so we nim an some man so at all.
Inina say, Uber Shaw Hooding, not the Yankopon Eddie Amau, a Chedie, Wabedadi, a Adam for Media, and Eddie Brayan, talent quest.
Jumadia, Bray Aswan, and Penifo, Akukudam, a Totoro, and yet Dintini, a basic Koreana forbidden Katabina, Babontain, who won this Waduna Nasan Yankopon Admachedia Biwosono, what to be a yepi.
Inayanim a brochimemu, and tis summertime, ya, and a Jumadian Yasha Eddie Brew.
Admadia Penifonian Fremo, which I was our better so back, Mianu, Miansa, and nine in Num, Omudu Chapel, Afa, a year Euro public, Mamu Crotonina, sweat me a shia.
Not afraid when you swat dear, and you're down for Media, and a day brew, talent quest.
I wish him not the Yankopon, Edia Dum was a Dutch Bubayano. I'm saying soon to me, what do we say, Afanina? Tanka Toy, any a year, and Kaiway every a year down for Media, or more France, I think, Paris, and then I'm on Soa, Yadid Medina, April.
Funny from
Hi there. Have you heard about the talent quiz show happening this summer right here in Paris? Ooh, let me gist you. Adamfopa Media in Paris is bringing to you the maiden edition of the talent quiz show, and you cannot be left out. Do you need a platform to showcase it? This is the time. This is the right time for you. Can you sing, dance, rap, poetry, DJing? What is your talent? Come on board and let's unleash your talent this coming summer. It is very easy and simple. If you want to participate, you need to participate. Call the numbers on your screen or go onto our official website at Adamfopa Media in Paris, or walk onto our studios to grab a form and register. Simple and easy. Yes, the winner gets to trip part of Europe, have some cash prizes and more goodies, and also, yes, the bragging rights. The bragging rights as the winner of the maiden edition of the talent quiz show. Not only that, you become the ambassador of the maiden edition of the talent quiz show. Come and be part of the winning team, and let's unleash your talent beyond boundaries. The world needs to see you, and this is the right opportunity. At Adamfopa Media, we inform and we are ready to unleash your talent beyond boundaries.